anecdotes about Bob who said this, and you know, he met Marie who said this. Those don't solve problems.
He mentioned that you, when you were questioning his credentials, that you had not visited Afghanistan or Iraq as a congressman. Is that true, and why not? Is that relevant?
I don't know if it's relevant. It is on my list of places I want to get. I have been to the Middle East. I've visited 10 or 12 countries as a member of Congress, and that is one that I'd like to get to. I'm not sure what that means. You know, Andy Kim spent 5 months in Afghanistan in a think tank that reported up to a lieutenant colonel, not directly to General Petraeus. He likes to talk like the general was here and he was right next to him giving him strategic advice. He was part of a think tank that was in general part of the commanding general's personal group, in the same sense that the office of the White House has hundreds of people working in it. They don't all report to the president. They don't talk to the president, most of them. Andy Kim is embellishing his role, and he needs to be called on it.
So, Congressman, you criticized the media here a few times this evening in terms of tough questions on Andy Kim. Do you think the media is the enemy of the people?
No. Come on. I'm talking to you. I think the First Amendment is critical to our democracy, but I speak my mind. I speak my mind to people. I say what I mean, and I do what I say I'm going to do. I have a problem with Andy Kim because he doesn't tell the truth. He tells different groups different things that he thinks will satisfy them. And I don't think the media has asked him tough questions. I think you've given him a pass.
So here's
go ahead.
No, here's
let's let the reporters.
No, go ahead. Sure.
BlueJersey bloggers.
All right. The flyer that said he's not one of us, you said in debate that didn't come from your campaign.
No.
Who did it come from?
It came from the Congressional Leadership Fund, which I'm not allowed to coordinate with. And I went afterwards and watched the ad to see exactly what it said. It said he was a Nancy Pelosi liberal. He's not one of us. This entire race baiting, which is what it is, was manufactured by the chairman of the New Jersey Democratic Party.
Can you clarify what you mean by race baiting? Because a lot of people have used that term to describe the ads. You're not, when you use the term race baiting, what are you
They're trying to whip up racism,
calling those ads
of anger.
racist is race baiting.
No.
You're not suggesting the ads.
Look, I'm not defending the ad. It's not my ad. I don't have to defend it. I'm just telling you that I think the accusation was just made carelessly, without any knowledge of the fact that two of my children, my only two living children at this point, are my two adopted children from Korea. The idea that I'm racist is an insult to me. It's an
But
insult.
what about the ad? Is it you think the ad is
I just answered the
race
question.
baiting?
The ad said he's a Nancy Pelosi liberal. He's not one of us. I don't see where the racism is in that.
It's in the font.
The font was the mailers from the Jersey State GOP, and I went to the GOP and asked them, do you use this font on other campaigns? And on the 8th flyer that they sent me, 8 of them I looked at, same font on 8 different campaigns where there was no Asian, I came to the conclusion, no, it's not a racist font, it's just a font that they use to, I guess, attract attention.
Do you have those other campaign flyers with that font on it? Can you make them available?
I don't know that I can make them available. They're the state parties, but I have seen them with my own eyes. It's just nonsense.
So a follow-up.
Joe, we'll let the reporters.
Hey, I'm here covering this also. I deserve to ask a question. I deserve to. You're saying I can't ask a question?
We'll wrap it up. Let's go. No,
So I can't ask my
you're a
question.
blogger with BlueJersey.
I can't ask my question.
Let the reporters
It's a
do it.
question I'd like to hear. I'd like to hear the congressman answer rather than his staff. A question in whose answer I'd like to not hear the name Andy Kim. You made it. You quoted you from the debate. You said, "I didn't go to Congress to vote the way other people tell me to vote." But you vote 94% of the time with your party and the president. So those two things don't seem to be able to exist in the same world.
Well, first of all, with the single exception of Josh Gottheimer, single exception, every Democrat in the state of New Jersey votes with Nancy Pelosi at least 99% of the time. Some of them 100% of the time. So this idea is nonsense. The real issue is, am I bipartisan? The Lugar Center, which measures bipartisanship by action, says I'm in the top 10% of the most likely members to work across the aisle based on my actions. Bills I co-sponsor with Democrats, bills that they get on that are mine. The Burlington County Times specifically cited my bipartisanship as a reason that they endorsed me. We got the KC-46 tankers to the base. I worked with Donald Norcross to make that happen. We got millions of dollars to Deborah Hospital. I worked with Bob Menendez, who I don't particularly like, because it was good for South Jersey. That's bipartisanship. I work with Annie Custer, the co-chairman of the Heroin Task Force, every day to push legislation that can actually help people struggling with addiction. And I could go on for a half hour about the things I do on a bipartisan basis. So, look, I'm not interested in scores. I have no idea how they create this score or that score. I am bipartisan in my actions every single day. Andy Kim, on the other hand, is a resistance figure who is running to protest Trump. And that is the last thing we need.
How do you think where do you think the race stands?
Last question.
Where do you think the race stands? How do you think it's going?
Look, we're 5-6 days out from election day. We'll find out in 6 days. The polling is all close. We're doing the things that we need to do. I know this district. I have represented it based on the district that it is, a district that has a very Republican